It be 2020. We've all been pushed into our little corners, locking our doors, and forced into quarantine and isolation so that we don't get sick or get one another sick. But for me, it has pushed me out into my little studio and given me a chance to take some of these songs that I've been working on and I wrote over the course of the last few years and get them recorded. Starting and diving into the recording process alone is it's a little nerve-wracking because I don't really know how to use all the gear, and so I'm just diving in, trying, and it's going good. I mean, you know, it's working.
It's been really fun for our family. Like, Eden has been out there with Phil, and he's been playing drums and playing bass and noodling around on the piano and adding his little flavor. And then Phynley has been filming. Hi, Finn, you're filming right there.
Hey.
There you are.
What's up?
Not much, you know, just chilling with my cup of tea and nothing to do except for this.
I think it should be more like, I think this sounds good on this.
I definitely got to help a lot along the way, help it push it along, help it grow. I iron out the wrinkles. But that's not true. That's not true.
Each teacher's down by the water slide. Knows what you're thinking all the time.
Being by yourself, it kind of clears the clutter. It's a bit of a purification in some ways process where you have to, you know, decide what it is you like, what you don't, how you're going to approach it, which is good.
There is no record company, and there's not like a whole lot of different musicians or band coming together to record this album. Phil's been by himself, and so there's been less voices that have influenced his songwriting. It's been predominantly him, and so I think it's a really unique insight that the listener gets into where he's at without any outside influence.
This is my studio. It's an old, I guess originally would have been a carriage house, then it got turned into a garage for their cars, and now it's my studio. And this window here was where Phynley kicked the soccer ball and smashed it, and I used some sort of weird tape to fix it, and I haven't got round to fixing it any further, but I kind of like it. Gives it character, as they say. Come on, inside. Fiona, studio.
If you're not gonna be here when it's time to leave this place, I wanna leave it better than I found it, yeah. Wanna leave it better than I found it.
I'm super blessed with the best, most creative kids and family and friends. You know, I've got some really clever friends around me. Go on, just do some John stuff. Just sprinkle some John dust on my tracks.
It's not deep enough to swim, but deep enough to drown.
I was the kid at shows who would sneak backstage and give Phil my little weird demos. And he was gracious enough to kind of be friendly and listen to him, and I kept on coming back. It turned into a friendship, and yeah, so I've kind of watched and listened and been a fan and been a friend and been a part of some of these records for quite a while now.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about your Benisms that you've added.
Oh gosh.
A lot of playing from home a lot of times.
Yeah. He would just send me some tracks and I was able to work at my home studio. So we'd send stuff back and forth over the internet, which was cool. It's a different bag than being here in the studio, kind of getting to play off each other.
I have lots of little favorite moments. Then they're probably little secret memories of things that I did, like out in the studio when no one was around, and I just sort of tried them. This is my what I call a shashunk bag, and it's just full of all kinds of metal and wood and stuff. And I use it for this. Oh, I just love it. Like on Other Side, I do this, hey, oh, money, oh, got in on you. And I'm actually singing a lyric. You can't really hear it, but I know what I'm saying. Like, only I know what I'm saying. And if you listen real hard, you'll probably hear the dog barking.
Artistic writing, I think, where it's more storied writing, it's more what's happening right now writing. I feel like Phil has gotten to make art, and I'm calling this music kind of heart of God music, because I think this is stuff that God is interested in, and he cares about people, and he cares about this beautiful creation and the earth that he's made. This record has a lot of that on it, a lot of themes that support that, and I think that's God's heart.
It was really interesting to see, how like a year changed everything. Once COVID started and, the George Floyd situation and all the protests that were happening. And I remember coming over to the studio one day and we're just sitting here listening to the music and like we were both just sitting here crying. It was a really heavy time in the world, and the music, it felt like it was saying something really important, and like it felt kind of healing.
The audience your dad has, he's not even being sneaky because it's pretty blatant, but like he's bent people's ears that probably wouldn't be interested in hearing a talking head say those things.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think this is undoubtedly my favorite record that I've gotten to be part of in the past couple of years. Just great songs, sounds awesome. Got to put it on my record player and listen to it on vinyl, and it just sounded like $1 million. So
sweet.
Heck yeah.
Don't you know we're